Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for May 1st through the 15th. Today, we'll be taking a look at your overall energy. We'll check out the energies that you're specifically going through at this time, the energies connected to you, and how those mingle and dance in the middle. And we'll close it out with an oracle card for the overall collective for Sagittarius. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so if it doesn't resonate, be sure to check, in addition to your sun sign, your moon, rising, and north node for additional context or texture. You can also cross-watch for a friend, family member, or loved one. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have links in the description below for you. And thank you to all that have donated and are supporting me in growing this channel. I truly appreciate you and extend so much gratitude to you. It truly helps and is such a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can find me on social media as well, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest, and I would love to see you there. Okay, let's get started, Saggy. Let's start off with a card from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle. We're asking for the highest and best messages for you and everyone connected to you. Sagittarius, you get the number 39 card, Surrender, and it says, the energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. And it's a beautiful green color on the card for surrender, which reminds me of a very heart-based energy. Ooh, how nice. Okay, Sagittarius. So, at times you can really want to control how things are going. So, it's natural. You're not the only sign that does that. But in this particular case, there's some sort of surrender, something you're supposed to trust. So let's find out what that might be. Okay, let's look at your energies. Okay, look at the energies connected to you. Ooh. And how these mingle and dance in the middle, Saggy. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. On your side, Saggy, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups. All right, so you're showing me a little slower movement towards something than you're used to or than you would like. And maybe that's where some of the surrender comes in. It's a surrender into the divine timing of things. This is maybe an energy you're not super comfortable with. You're used to just firing off. But I also see that when you try to control it and you try to change it and you try to force it, it brings you down. It makes you sad. Or you're judging your pace at this time to be something that is, it's almost like you're judging your own success by the pace at this time. And it's a slower pace than you would like. It's making you sad. Now, the energy connected to you, there's a much faster pace on their side. Of course, roles could be reversed, but you could be dealing with someone in your life that seems to be moving at a faster pace. They are running, and they're running with some sort of really creative idea that they've had. I feel like they're just starting out, but they're all already seeing success from whatever they're doing. And you could be falling victim to, Saggy, maybe comparing yourself to this person. So this may not even be a romantic situation here. We do have the Lovers coming in the middle and the Five of Wands, but you can have love for a friend or a colleague or, something like that. We'll have to clarify. But the Lovers comes in with the Five of Wands, which is kind of a challenging, tricky way of getting at things. I want to say to you, there's room enough for everyone. And this may be an energy where you have to be at peace with yourself a little bit more. You're kind of trying to force something that's not really wanting to move that direction. Knowing that your time will come, or that whatever you're doing may not be. It may not be for you ultimately. That may be causing resistance here. Something like that. But you're seeing it in this other person, and there's a bit of jealousy here. So let's see. These are tricky energies. It's kind of something humanity's been dealing with for a long time, and it's tricky. It's tricky to withhold from comparing yourself to others, like comparing your success or your worth to others. Let's get into this. Let's look at this Knight of Pentacles for you. This is a slower moving energy, but it's very grounded, very strategic. The King of Swords, the Hermit, and the Lovers. Interesting. Okay. I'm actually, even though the Lovers has come up twice now, I'm actually not necessarily seeing this. Once again, it could be a romantic relationship, but I'm seeing this more as the love you have for what you're doing. The King of Swords comes in like you're very determined. However, that's met immediately with the Hermit, which is like your inner voice comes in. And these two are kind of facing off with each other here. So you have the King of Swords is like, I'm determined and I'm moving forward and I've already decided. And the Hermit's like, but wait, don't forget your heart light. Don't forget your inner wisdom and your guidance on this. Don't forget that this is a journey of you and you. And you may feel at times like these parts of yourself, you've got this King of Swords, is very determined, forward moving, cut through the bullshit kind of energy. And then you've got this Hermit saying, wait, pause, take some time to look into this, look within. And at the end of the day, knowing that it's okay for you to move slowly toward what you love. It doesn't always, it's not always going to feel like we raced up a hill on our journey. There will be those times, but it's not always going to feel like that. And this is kind of the second month of readings where I felt like you're almost like having growing pains with your own energy, Saggy. It's very interesting. Let's look at this Wheel of Fortune here. This change. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. When you are allowing the change, the wheels of time to turn, and you aren't forcing it, you actually come into a really stable alignment. You're really loving. You're able to offer the world what you love, but it's very intentional. It's very mindful, and it's very grounded. Again, the hesitation that I get to tell you about is to not try to control this energy. What I'm seeing in your energy is that it's happening. It's just maybe happening more calmly, more slowly, as something is unfolding, unwinding. You may be, and this is not uncommon for all of us right now, really struggling with the temporal energies, the energies of time. You could feel like you've done a lot in a day, but the day's over way faster than you thought it would be. You could be wishing you had an extra week just to catch up on life, on things and do things. That seems to be all you have to decide is what to do with the time you're given. I think Gandalf said that in Lord of the Rings. And so as you have the time, as things unfold and your path opens up, just do your best to move forward. And it doesn't even have to be at a sprint. You can have a slow, longer run toward where you're going. You may have other things in life going on. You may be tending to children, maybe a busy parent, and that's okay. Let's look at this Four of Cups. The High Priestess, the King of Cups, and the Hierophant. Oh my goodness, Saggy, this is this sadness that you feel when you compare yourself to others, when you look at other people's pace or success or whatever it is, and then you get down on yourself. This is a huge spiritual growth opportunity for you. We have the High Priestess and the High Priest coming together with the King of Cups, which is all about looking inside your heart. That's what that Hermit is trying to tell you. Look inside your heart, look inside yourself, look at the magic within, Love yourself. Love your journey, even the slow parts of your journey, because there is richness that's found there and there's growth there, even if you can't see it. There's depth there. There is love there. And I'm seeing this as a love for yourself. And when you're comparing to others, you're actually surrendering the love for yourself, and you're taking on this icky, sticky, nasty, competitive type of energy that just brings you right down. So surrender in this case, which was the overall energy of the reading, is let go, control, and control of these thoughts. You're way up in your head with it, and you need to be in your heart about it. Okay, let's look at this person's energy. The Eight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles in the World. Yeah, this person is showing me that what you see with their fast momentum on the surface, it hasn't always been like that for them. The Six of Pentacles is a much slower, stabilized energy. The Ace of Pentacles, they were a beginner once too, or they began with slower energies. They're showing me there were times that they wanted to give up and just throw in the towel, and they kept going. They kept moving through the portal. So what you might be looking at and comparing yourself to isn't even the reality of what this person's journey has actually been. You're actually only looking on the surface level. So stop comparing yourself to someone else. If this is your partner and they've had some sort of, great quick success with something, don't compare yourself. Don't be jealous of that. I know it's easier said than done. Obviously, if jealousy is coming up for you, it's coming up as something the hermit wants you to look at. Go inside and find out why is that? Does that come from childhood? Where does that come from? If that comes up, there are little warning signs to say, hey, look within, Saggy, something's going on there. Let's look at this Ace of Swords for this person. The Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. This person, to me, this could be a coach for you. This could be somebody you're learning from. You're learning from them and you respect them, but you're comparing yourself and you're jealous of them all at the same time. They get the Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups for that Ace of Swords. And what they're showing me is that when they came out with whatever they're doing now, whatever they're running with now that's bringing them a lot of success, they were met with a lot of resistance, both from within and without. They had to go through a tremendous amount of healing, and they had to really be willing to walk away from some of the things that they thought that they loved or they thought was benefiting them. And wow, this is cool. This is very cool that this is coming to light for you, because this person is teaching you not only in whatever they're sharing, in the way that they're sharing it, they're teaching you at a deeper level, and you don't maybe even quite know it yet. Let's look at this Six of Wands for them. Six of Wands, a card of celebration, okay? Clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. There again, this is the same kind of energy they're showing me. They have had to go through heartbreak, walking away from things that they thought they loved. Whatever you're seeing them do now is probably not their first attempt at success. They're showing me a movement back toward their heart. They're showing me putting themselves through an initiation of sorts, reinitiating themselves unto themselves, right? This is maybe somebody who's really good at envisioning their future selves but in the present moment, but they're envisioning kind of that epigenetics kind of vibe. And I think that's what you see and you're really impressed with. And that's what you're working on. This whole thing is bringing you to that point in your spiritual journey and the spiritual angles of what you're supposed to be recognizing here. But they're letting me know, it hasn't always just been, the limelight and the rewards, There's been a lot that they've had to navigate and walk away from. They didn't just get to what you see today. Even though you may say seemingly overnight, like that happened for them, it didn't. There was a lot involved, and there was a lot of healing along the way. Let's look at this Lovers in the middle of the energies here. On your side, it's clarified by the Six of Wands. Now remember, they have the Six of Wands here. And on their side, it's the Four of Cups, and you have the Four of Cups in the same position. Wow. What you'll have to understand, Saggy, is that as much as you might be putting, or you could be putting this person on a pedestal, or you could be jealous of their accomplishments, there are things that they love and see and know about you. If you're a client of theirs, you are moving them through learnings and through their heart space as much as they are bringing awareness and momentum to you. Okay. And there's a smoother energy here, a more natural energy that wants to emerge in this connection. So take a look at that. That might be something to look at. Let me look at this Five of Wands here, because I think the two of you could really open up into the flow. Both of you have lessons of opening into the flow, but you're seeing them as more successful than you for some reason. But it's like, not to compare like that, just to recognize it as everyone is on their own journey. Now, this Five of Wands, where the conflict comes in, you may be at times trying to, you're looking at this coach, this person that you admire, whoever this is, and you may be trying to make choices that you think is going to fit you into that, their success. But the choice you really have to make is for yourself. It comes from your heart. It's your own internal North Star. And so when you do feel tension in all this, it is because you are meant to surrender into your heart. And the Five of Wands on their side is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So they have also, and I bet they have stories on this where they have been slowed down, where they have encountered this energy that you're encountering with them before, and they've had to kind of reassess, re-strategize, slow down, and really figure out how to navigate their own selves away from this tension that is placed upon relationships from competition. I don't see this necessarily being like real personal, like, ooh, it's getting weird between you two or anything like that. These are subtle energies that are playing out, but they're meant to help the two of you grow and evolve. Wow. Okay, Saggy, let's get a card for the Sagittarius Collective from the Beyond Lemuria deck to close out the reading. This way. You get the number 25 card, Freedom. And I swear, Saggy, your readings lately have been kind of on, like, you're dealing with some stuff, kind of on the rougher side, but the ending card always comes through for you. Freedom, living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration into your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, and choice over obligation. Saggy, this is your energy. Again, you come through. This happened in the last reading. You come through at the end saying, I will find my way back to myself. And you will. And then when you point that arrow and aim, you're going to hit your target. But there's a surrender. You're aiming from your heart space. Okay, there's that surrender involved there. Saggy, what a cool reading. Got a dragonfly in that. There's all kinds of awareness and insight coming through. Your spiritual journey is upon you. Freedom is upon you. This is beautiful, gorgeous energy. And even though it's challenging at times, I love where you always come back. You always come back to yourself. You're showing me that. You're always working through it. Thank you so much for your support, your likes, your comments. I cannot wait to see you next time.